Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be taking a look at a game called 60 Parsecs. This is more of a classic point-and-click adventure game where you're kind of like choosing your own story. It has a lot of humor, it's very silly. You're essentially lost in space and you have to try to survive for as long as you can with your crew. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a new adventure. We'll just start with the space drill. Let's see, there's only 2 characters to choose from. I wish they had more at the beginning, but we'll just go with Dee. Alert, nuclear apocalypse imminent. Executing Order 1961, new protocol initiated, commence Astro Citizen emergency drill and brace for nuclear impact. So at the beginning here, Earth is basically going to explode, and we have to try to leave Earth as quickly as possible, or leave the space station, I should say. So at the beginning, you're just going around and you're going to be picking up random objects, grab some rations to survive. So pick up some soup, drop it into the escape shuttle. Alright, so let's run over here to the escape shuttle. We'll drop that in there, find some medical supplies. The medical supplies in this room. There we go. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of point-and-click adventure games, but this one is actually surprisingly enjoyable and has some like great writing, and it's just kind of hilarious at times. So I find some crafting resources, so I think there's probably some over here. Yep, let's go ahead and grab those, put them in the escape shuttle. There we go. And find a crewmate. So is there a crewmate over here? I think there was. Alright. So I'm just trying to get the guys that are a little bit farther away first, and we'll get everyone else a little bit later. So it says, alert! Incoming missile detected, high risk of impact. Grab whatever and whoever you can and head for the escape shuttle. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab as much food as possible, because food is extremely important starting out. It's very hard to get more food once we're stranded in space. And we'll go ahead and can we grab that guy? Nope. Can we grab any of this stuff? I guess not. Let's go run back. Oh, we can grab the lighter. Put that in there. And then we need to run over here, get some more stuff, get some soup. Run back. Alright, I'm gonna grab this guy, and then we're gonna grab whatever. Oh, we can't grab that. I don't even know what that is. We can't grab any of this stuff. This guy's too big. I grab all this stuff in this room. Wait, why can't I grab that? I can't grab it. Nope, it's all too big. Let's grab the tape. And we're about to run out of time. Let's get the soup. There we go. So I only grabbed one person. I probably should have grabbed a couple more crewmates, but I think we'll be able to get more later on in the game. The Cosmos 101. Day 1. Yeah, so we only have 3 crewmates. We could have grabbed another person, but that's fine. I think going with 3 might actually be better, because we could ration off the soup a little bit more efficiently. And then I guess this was our spacesuit that we picked up. Some random clothes for the spacesuit. Alright, so we're gonna click on this. Hey, Astro computerized assistant reporting for duty. You must be Dee, right? I'm pleased to announce that you have been randomly selected to become the captain of this vessel. Welcome aboard the escape shuttle, Captain. On behalf of the Astro Citizen program, please accept our apologies for the blah 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 blah. Current goal, find a safe place to land on and then try to contact the outside world. Please power up the main computer for further instructions. Alright, so power up the computer. Begin with commanding officer delivering a moral boosting speech. Don't let me stop you. The crew is eyeing you anxiously. So we have to give a speech. What type of speech? Strength, intelligence, or agility? I guess we'll do intelligence. That seems like the best. At least at this moment. We also grabbed this artifact. Kind of cool. So let's check out everyone. Everyone's hunger is okay. But we probably will ration off the food shortly. So we'll end the day here, and every day there's basically a new event. Well, it's kind of like randomized sort of, and different things will happen. You knew exactly what to say. Your convincing speech was more than enough to prove your worth as captain of the last human crew in the universe. That was quite a performance, Captain. Your crew started cheering even before you were finished with the speech. Long live the captain. You are now alert. Baby says he is glad to have you as his captain. Baby? Who's Baby? Baby Bronco? That's a funny name. What's his on? Tom Thompson and Dee Dee Dawkins. Alright, so we'll get a report. It's nothing, and let's see. It's important to keep yourself and crew well fed. One portion of delicious canned soup is enough to sustain a human for a few days. Whatever you took from the space station will have to last for a while. It is therefore vital to keep good inventory of your stock. Unless you want to eat your own crewmates, please appreciate it and laugh. Thank you for your cooperation, Captain. Who will perform the routine supply check? The only requirement is simple mathematics. I think there's actually a way to check to see like the various traits that each person has. So this person has high intelligence, strength, and average strength, and limber agility. And is there anywhere else I can check? Let's see. Maybe not. I thought there was another way to check the stats, but I guess we will just handle the stock because the girl has high intelligence. There we go. And can I do that yet? Nope. And is anyone hungry? Nope. Okay. So this is a very, I would call it a basic game. There's not a whole lot of gameplay, but you're sort of just amused by the story and the characters and the environment, and it's more of just a reading-based point-and-click adventure. So good news, Captain. The shuttle came pre-stocked with an emergency food supply. Use it well. So we got +1 soup, and the routine supply check is now complete and does not compute. An error was made. That's what I get for trusting humans to do math. Okay, so unfortunately Dee Dee didn't do math right and we lost 1 soup. Some of the supplies went missing and the current number of soup on board is 8. The food you collected is more than sufficient for now, just don't eat it all at once. Okay, let's click on this. Let's see. The crafting module is now available. This crafting module, you can actually craft various items and resources that are used for various events. Sometimes you'll need a certain item in order to create something. So you can't upgrade anything without power. Is that what that means? Power? I'm not really sure. Can you recycle for power? I don't think so. No. Alright, so let's go to craft. And we're gonna craft a, let's see, a communicator or a sock puppet. I guess we'll start with the communicator because it only takes 1 day. And that's about it. So we'll close it. Wait, is anyone hungry? Nope. This game just reminds me so much of like these games I used to play as a kid, like back in the like late 90s on like my first computer. Just very, very basic. You're not really doing much, but you're sort of just like talking to the various people and just exploring. I told you I started up the crafting system, blah blah blah. Crafting module completed. New item communicator. Sweet. So here is my communicator. Space travel can be dull, but there are still tons of ways to make your own fun. Trust me, I live in a computer. Let's design a game. Your game will need a core mechanic which could revolve around an item. Get creative. What kind of game will you design? So I only have a lighter, so I guess we're gonna have to use a lighter. If you don't have anything, then obviously you'll fail the event, and that's why you want to craft like as many random items as possible. So there we go, crafting that, and it's kind of surprising that they're not hungry yet, but we'll go ahead and end the day here. It says that the soup will last like a few days, and so they don't have to eat every day, surprisingly, which is kind of crazy. You designed your game around the lighter. The core mechanic of your game was chase the crew around the shuttle. If the person you were chasing got burned, they owed you 10 push-ups. You played until you realized how much the fire made you miss Earth. At least you could camp there. Remember camping? You and your crew sat next to the lighter, thinking about roasting marshmallows. You are still very mentally stable. So that event basically boosted the morale, so your sanity is something you should consider. You can actually lose your sanity and go pretty crazy, or your crewmates can lose their morale and cause problems as well. So let's see, we still have 1 more day on that. We found a small metal box in one of the compartments labeled to start do open. You can take apart the lock and gather some elements from it, ignoring what's inside, or you could try to open it, which would require death fingers. Agility or intelligence? I'm gonna go with intelligence. So we're gonna take apart the lock. Okay, and in the day, we'll see what happened. Every time you play this, by the way, the events are different, so it's not always the same. Alright, so the parts weren't as useful as we hoped, but the lock was powered by a battery, which you separated without a hitch. So we got a battery. We actually needed a battery. Sweet. Baby remains loyal. Crafting completed. New item available. Sock puppet. So now that we have a battery, do we have enough power? How does this work? Does this give me more power each day, or am I missing something? Alright, so that's pretty much everything. We don't really need to craft anything. I mean, we could craft some more soup, but sometimes events will mess up your stash of food, so I don't really want to make too much. This is the most abnormal. We're registering unknown transmissions, but I cannot identify who is sending them, and more importantly, what they are, Captain. It might be a solar flare interference, or worse, a new type of Soviet encryption. We need to decipher these signals as soon as possible. For all we know, the survival depends on it. Doesn't Dee have high intelligence? I'm just gonna keep using Dee until something else requires, like, strength or something. Day number 7. There's also a quest. First contact, nice. You need to see this. I'm not easily excited, but there's one of the greatest moments of human blah blah blah. We are not alone in the universe. The signals were intercepted. Other life forms. You just split a job, Captain. So basically we found some aliens, and now we're going to be traveling to that celestial body in 3 days. And now some people seem to be hungry. Huh. This person's hungry. This person's hungry. So we'll give him a piece of food, and we'll give her a piece of food. And he seems to be okay, surprisingly. We'll click on this. Last night I was browsing through some of the designs. Never you mind why. Now, beautiful machines. Never you mind why. Now pay attention. I found a food dispensing machine on board. All shuttles, blah, blah. Okay, so we found a food dispensing machine. It seems functional. Alright, so we should use the tape. So since we had tape, we picked up tape before we blasted off very quickly at the end there. We can actually use that to fix the machine. And I think we should probably make some more tape. But I think you can use tape multiple times, so we'll just keep going. Oh, also I wanted to show you over here, there's actually some goals. Find an appropriate landing spot, make 7 successful attribute decisions of any type. Okay. Day number 8. There's nothing in the universe that cannot be fixed with duct tape. And there we go, we got a brand new cup of soup. Awesome. And we got 2 more days. So baby's hungry now, so we're gonna give baby some food. And that is about it. Something seems to be troubling you, Captain. I've registered you keep staring out the window into endless void. Why? Did you lose something? I see. You're remembering Earth. I admit, it was nice before the nuclear barbecue that it is. I can switch off for a second, Captain. Do you wish to have a moment to yourself? We can use the artifact? I'm not really sure what this will do, but we're gonna use the artifact. And what else? Can we upgrade? I don't know why we don't have power. Last time I played this, there was power, and it's probably because I picked up some different items when I started the game. But this time, like, I don't have any power, and I guess this battery isn't doing anything. But yeah, we'll just keep going. Communicator does nothing. All right. The beginning of the game, obviously, is extremely simple. There's, like, nothing really even happening. It seems... Oh, wait. You've been worried about something, Captain, but it seems those troubles are behind you. I'm not surprised by your choice to find comfort with the artifact, Astrofact. It is guaranteed to resolve any and all of your emotional issues. Can't tell if that was blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she resolved her emotional issues. Let's click this. The shuttle lacks the EM shielding found on larger vessels. Put simply, it was never meant for long-term space travel. There are some inherent risks, namely to your skin. Remember, blah blah. Okay, so we have a first aid kit. Will you please put on some sunscreen? So we're putting on sunscreen to protect us from electromagnetic rays. And done. So I think we will now arrive on the planet. I just got an achievement as well. Day number 10. Put some sunscreen on to avoid exposure to the harsh rays. Blah blah. But we lost the medkit. Putting on sunscreen afforded you much peace of mind. You decided to make another batch. You mix zinc oxide with some other minerals and poof, sunscreen. No more burns, no more tears. Okay, maybe more tears. Alright, so we got some of this resource that we can use to make another health kit probably. And now it says baby is proud to call you a friend. So we got a friend somehow. And we can craft another health kit. We'll definitely probably need more of those. And ma'am, a wild sight has cropped up on my scanners. A dark, swirly skied planet is dead ahead. It's covered in a giant storm, but beneath the dark swirls, my scanners detect hazy, distinct heat signatures and multitude of structures. A thunderous world is probably an improvement over this mind-blowing blah blah. So, I guess I could choose to skip the planet, which would be kind of interesting. You could probably be stuck in the space shuttle until everyone dies. But we'll go ahead and end the day. So now we're gonna land on this strange planet. To some of you out there, this game might seem extremely simple, and without having like much gameplay, it might be boring to you. But it's really all about like I said, the story and the characters and the dialogue. Even though no one's really moving or doing anything, reading these notes is kind of interesting and kind of amusing. And I like the randomness element to it. You really don't know what's going to happen each day, and some of your actions do sort of affect the story. Alright, so it looks like we fell. Looks like our predictions for Earth after a Soviet nuclear attack, he said with a pause. But with you in command, ma'am, we can weather anything. With Tom's note in mind, you beautifully directed the craft away from the blah blah blah. So we landed safely. That atmospheric electricity fried the communicator on the way down. Once on the ground, Tom looked out and realized this wasn't all like the nuclear Soviet attack. This was something else. The planet's surface has experienced a number of wars and traumas, nuclear or otherwise. You'd best be wary of this one, Captain. You should eat something, Captain. Okay, so we lost our duct tape, unfortunately. I don't know how that happened, but we're gonna have to wait 2 more days for the health kit to be done. And this girl's hungry. We might have to start making some more soup canisters. And anything else? I think that's it. Okay, so let's click on this. The expedition module on the back of the cabin has been activated. If you want to survive here, someone has to go outside from time to time. We have to secure more supplies, and soon, one small step for Astro System, one giant leap for whatever is left of humanity. Okay. Okay, so now we can travel outside. So there's different places to explore. Warhead Town, Radio Zone, and the Glade. I think we should probably go to Warhead Town. So that takes 3 days. Hazards 1. You get chance for various items. Okay, so different places have different chances for items. This one has a lot more hazards. And what about this one? Hazards, what is that? Grass? So it seems like Warhead Town is the best. So go with that. Choose the character you want to go on the adventure. I'm gonna go with Tom Thompson for this. Level 1, level 2, level 2, level 1. Well, he's not that smart. Maybe Ronco. We'll go with Tom Thompson. Okay. Confirm. Now we choose our equipment. Communicator and soup. Sock puppet, lighter, book. Is that a battery? Artifact. Armor. So I don't know what this hazard is. It looks like a squid. I'm not sure if that means it's like an enemy. I'll probably give him like, I don't know. I'll give him the communicator and maybe some soup. Actually, I just fed him, so he shouldn't be dying. And what is this? A book? A handbook. I don't even know, really. I'll give him some armor and the communicator. And upgrade spacesuit. Can you not do that? I guess not. I hope he's wearing the spacesuit. If he's not wearing the spacesuit, I'm gonna be screwed. Okay. So now he's gonna be going on this adventure to look for supplies, and everyone else will stay put. Day 12. The universe and everything is soup. Tom set off for a shanty-looking settlement to the south. I am keen to see what he discovers in this outing. Baby is still your friend. You are no longer hungry. Baby is hungry. Huh. So we'll go baby some food. I hope we can find some more food. I wish you could craft multiple items at once too. It's kind of annoying that you can't. So nothing's really happening here. The walls are closing in. You're growing paranoid. You're having constant invasive thoughts of going outside, even though you'd probably die. Someone has to tell you, Captain. You have shuttle fever. The good news is this is normal, claustrophobia. Bad news is the only cure is to find a way to entertain yourself. So let's entertain ourselves with the sock puppet. I don't know, like, I guess you can eat yourself. eat until you feel better. But that's it. Alright, end the day. So I feel like this game is sort of like a roguelike as well, because I'm guessing once all your crew members go crazy or die, it's over. So looks like the sock puppet worked, but we lost it. Your adventures with the sock spanned far and wide from one corner of the shuttle to the other. You scoured every floor panel for maps for secret castles and banished dragons from every dark corner. You even found a mask you didn't know was on board. The experience was magical. Alright, so we found a mask, which we probably could use on another expedition. And we finally got the medical kit. We're able to detect transmissions of unknown origin. Unfortunately, the communications console has been damaged during landing, and we cannot make anything out of them, or reply for that matter. We could use hardwire. Oh, shoot. Dang it. So I gave the communicator to the guy for the expedition for whatever reason, and now we don't have a communicator, so I have to skip this event, which really sucks. But, oh well. So we can let's repair the duct tape. And that's it. It's day 13. Day 14. Oh, lack of communicator stopped you from fixing the communications console. Too bad. We remain stuck in this place with no way to contact the outside world. Our situation has not improved. I urge you to connect an operational communicator to the communications console as soon as possible. Yep. I want to, but I don't know how. I have to wait until the guy brings back the communicator. We'll craft another sock puppet as well. Okay, so we experienced minor technical difficulties. So I don't have the armor either. This is so stupid. Like, I gave the wrong items to the guy going on the expedition. Oh well. He should come back tomorrow and I'll get the items back and maybe he'll bring me back something. I got an achievement. What just happened? What just happened? Oh wait, I didn't read that fast enough. You perished. They survived 15. I didn't read that fast enough, but apparently I just randomly died. And you can share your adventure. I really wish I would have read that note at the end. Maybe you guys can pause it and see what happened. But something happened and everyone just died. Which is very strange because it didn't seem like anyone was at risk of dying. Maybe some sort of like missile hit or something? I don't know. But it's a fairly interesting game nonetheless. It's basically like a roguelike point and click adventure. Each time you play you're going to have different events and you have different choices and different options. Of course I could have played a little bit better and gave that guy some different items when he was going out on the expedition. Or maybe I could have waited until I had better gear. But pretty fun game nonetheless, especially if you're into old classic games. This has a very like nostalgic feel to me. It reminds me of like older games like that I grew up with that are just very basic, but at the same time have interesting storylines to them. So that's it. This is 60 Parsecs. You can find a link to the description below. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.